had no idea that she had written them. My oldest brother, found them, and I learned that he had these pieces when I wrote my first collection 3 years ago. But he's been holding on to them like the Holy Grail. So he just gave them to me about 3 months ago, so I was able to collab with my mom in this collection. And this one letter that she wrote is called, "Is There Someone Else?" And I wrote the response, "There was someone else." So I like to read that. I will read it out my collection, but I don't have my glasses on, so that's not going to work. And I can't even tell who's where, but it's all good. When you held me in your arms last night and kissed me, I could sense that something was wrong. Is there someone else? Your warmness and gentleness were fake. Have I lost my touch with you? If there is, you can tell me. I won't cry, but tell me why. Why did it have to happen to me? Is she what you want? Please, I want to hear you tell me. Is there someone else? I was taught that a woman's intuition is strong. My mother's thoughts weren't wrong. There was someone else. Correction. There were quite a few someone else's. My oldest brother has always been quite inquisitive. He left no stone unturned before uncovering evidence of Dad's infidelity hidden in the safe haven of our garage. The ex-husband spent a lot of time outside toying with his motor vehicles, but that's not all he worked on. Stored in his man cave were recordings of his perverted moans and some harlot's groans on cassettes and reel-to-reel tapes. Polaroid photos and boxes of letters from his other women were hidden in the rafters. Victoria told the secret. A plastic bag with lingerie bought from Kresge, Woolworths, and Kmart, ranging from sizes 4 to 26, was blanketed under our Halloween decorations. Blue light tricks were apparently Dad's treats. One Friday evening, Mama combed my hair so pretty and dressed me in my Sunday's best for dinner with Dad. He and I went to some woman's house. They asked me to wipe the table after we ate. I made sure whatever fell from our plates onto the table ended up onto the floor. Then I trampled that tramp's food into her carpet with my black Mary Janes. Our alleged cousins from Pennsylvania who visited every summer were actually one of Dad's hoes and her children. Immaturity in search of the Playmate of the Month kept him away on gigs. Dad's life bragged that he wasn't a cheater, but he was married to my mom when I had the displeasure of meeting that woman. She lived inside the shade of the best woman my dad ever had. He expressed his regret with me a few weeks before he reunited with my mom. I highly doubt that she took him back. She flies above. I think he's Mississippi burning. I applaud that beautiful Rose's attempt to keep our family unit intact. I'm grateful she had enough strength to push forward and raise us alone. When her untimely earthly affairs ended, she continued with the endless lover who cheated on her with the world because he loves every man and woman equally. She placed her trust in God and he never turned his back on either of us. Adultery tore our family apart, but we were better for it. My brothers had perfect examples of how not to treat a woman. Each one of them currently happy married for a collective 30 years or more. I've never knowingly been someone else, but quite a few someone else's were around in a few of my failed relationships. But I can't call them failures. Experience was the best teacher. I pay attention to the signs, and my tolerance for bull is 0. Does anyone have haiku number 3? No one has haiku number 3? You got it? Come on, Minty!
Minty!
Minty, give it up for Minty! read it for him. Minty doesn't have her glasses on. She's a little challenged like me. The haiku says, I am stronger now because of what you went through. You are my hero. And actually, I wrote this haiku after I read an article about Soul True in SSW magazine. Because I had no idea that that woman had been through so much and overcome so many obstacles, and she's still pumping and pushing. Give it up for her. This next piece is called Generational Curse. And I actually wrote it for Poetically Speaking Detroit. Did any of you guys see Trouble Don't Last Always? If you missed it, it is being run again on April the 14th at the Bowl Theater at 7 o'clock. So more details to follow on that.
That's right.
But one of my very good girlfriends was killed by her boyfriend last year. And I've been speaking out as much as I possibly can against domestic violence. And I wrote this piece for her, which is also on my DVD.
How much is it?
It's only $5.
Only $5! See, it's crazy as hell.
That's a giveaway.
There are 5 poems on here, produced at SB Mix Radio by a nice guy. I didn't think that I was going to even have a DVD or a CD, but I got more. He made it happen. Thank you so much. Flat Tech, Outlaw Second. This is called Generational Curse. My soul ached every time Dad whooped on mine. The second time I saw him hit her, I vowed to never love a man who raises his hands at me. I heard my dad tell my mom, I'll never hit you again, baby, 5,011 times. I spent 14 years spiritually deceased, mentally drained, emotionally scarred, and physically untouched. I've been where I am, and I can't believe I'm still here living in fear. All summer long, my man quoted my dad's lines to me while he wiped my blood, his sweat, and my salty tears from my face. I don't expect his recitations will reach hundreds, but we're well past 50 in December. I wouldn't be caught in the same rut if I hadn't been raised as a slave to the 1-2 checkup. 3 fingers point back at me when my indexes point at another. I have choices. The promise I made to myself became entrapped within the universal facade of my man's handsome face, his big dick, and the couple dollars he throws my way. I love me some him, but I should be loving on me some me. My tomorrows were squandered yesterday as I lived my life stuck within sour times. I've lost more than I care to remember. My mom courageously left Dad when her sister was killed by her husband. They tried to save each other. But I know if Aunt Addie were here, she'd sing the same song to me that she sang to my mom every day. Why would you stay? Oh, he said he never heard you again, girl. He knows you deserve a better man, girl. You won't be a fool if before? Ready. Will you read this one? This is my brother Randall. Doesn't he play so beautiful?
A strong man, I am a strong man, aware that strength is one gift. I can't take it lightly.
Okay, I'm almost done. I'll be out your way shortly. I sprinkled haikus into my book to kind of introduce a few of the pieces in the book. And another one that I wrote, together we sank into an ocean of doubt. Separately we rise.
I like that one.
Now this next piece is a true story. And it took a lot out of me to write it, but I was so pissed off. It's called a whole ass nigga moment.
It might be about you.
This boondock whole ass nigga moment is sponsored by the N-word. I gotta call this whole ass nigga as I see him. He crossed my Facebook inbox 10 months after I ended the nightmare which was our relationship. The first I'd ever and the best he ever had. I never want another him. Jealousy and insecurities won't win the gold for not my number one spot. Someone I wished I'd never met, he obviously didn't trust himself. Stress from his mess gave insight into what I don't foresee in my future. He said he thinks about me without getting upset and I should feel special. He can't wait to read what I wrote about him in my next book. He should be angry at his ignorance. The wait is over, boo-boo. This poem is 100% true and all about you. You won't hear any pleasantries. This whole ass nigga moment is sponsored by Miss Nice Rosie, who just left the motherfucking building. I lack knowledge and information to form an opinion as to the allegations contained in your head. My eyes open before I attach to your bullshit for life. I have no intention of selling my hard work to you or your alias Mr. Day at a Time, or any of the anonymous profiles you attempt to stalk me from the social network. You were deleted as a friend and blocked on my cell for a reason. When I slept, you crept, pulling capers my 16-year-old nephew can't fathom. Nothing was off limits in your searches. My underwear, checkbooks, phones, diaries, boxes and crawl spaces, receipts, garbage bins, recycle bins, emails. You killed a few trees printing my cellular phone records. My email flooded from people I thought had been excommunicated, happy that I texted with my new number, but it was you who did the sex. You kept your ear to the ground for anything against me. Designed to be my protector, I needed protection from you. This whole ass nigga moment is sponsored by one of my boys who gave you money when you whined after breaking your bank on my birthday. A real man wouldn't assault for taking the cash. I was vindicated when you lost the dollars you stole from me. Karma is a bitch and I'm glad you met her. Our relationship was solid on the weekends. You spent Monday through Friday investigating my whereabouts when I was at my 9 to 5 from 9 to 5, hoe ass nigga bitch.
bitch.
and inspected my phone. I had to bring the rain with passcodes to save you from yourself. In your pea brain, I was getting it on with exes, co-workers, girlfriends, and my damn dog. I don't revisit past relationships. I don't shit where I eat. I'm strictly dickly. And me and my dog don't get down with peanut butter. If I miss your calls, you became rude with attitude. The last time I checked, I paid my cell phone bill. You didn't have anything worthwhile to say. And I don't understand hoe-ass niggas speak no way. If someone clicked like on my Facebook statuses, poems, or pictures, Houston, we have a problem. Life isn't a sex field, and not every man who read my pieces wanted to fuck. This hoe-ass nigga moment is brought by my supporters who were met with blank stares after offering their hands to shake yours. You link me to romantic escapades with happily married men, 30 years my seniors, and I've never done a married man in my life. I'm not too quick to throw in the towel. You murdered us, and we're back to you without me. You need a 24/7 don't do shit bitch to match with your hoe-ass nigganess.